Back with you tonight in Focus. Thanks for staying on. Let's start at the Judicial Service Commission. The Commission says that the composition of its sitting remains unaffected by the resignation of the MK Party's John Hlophe until it receives formal communication from the Speaker of Parliament. The first group of candidates were interviewed today for 21 vacancies in various courts, despite the absence of the impeached judge who lost his bid to interdict proceedings over the weekend. Ziyanda Ngcobo starts us off.
The MK Party's John Hlophe has resigned from the Judicial Service Commission just as it kicked off its interviews to fill vacant posts. He'd been barred from participating in the process, but his membership had remained in place pending a review of his eligibility to sit on the JSC after he was impeached as Western Cape Judge President. Hlophe is accused of trying to influence Constitutional Court justices in a matter relating to former President Jacob Zuma. It remains unclear what the implications of his exit will be.
We will urgently call a meeting of the JSC overnight to consider our position. And look, our guide is the Constitution and the JSC Act. And both documents do deal with matters of a commissioner not being there because they've ceased being a commissioner, and we will be guided by that. But we didn't make a decision. The JSC decided that it's premature at this point to make a decision. We don't have anything from the Speaker, and so we will carry on as originally planned.
Newzroom Afrika reached out to Parliament, which declined to comment until the MK Party confirms if it will provide an alternative candidate. Meanwhile, the official opposition says Hlophe's resignation is in protest of what it calls a fraudulent and improperly constituted JSC.
If you look at the process at which was taken place leading up to this decision, you'll realize that it was logistically impossible, one, for Parliament to even sit and preside over this matter because we were in recess. And the judgment was literally a week before today being the sitting. So does that show reasonability on your end? No. So we can't afford to sit and take things lying down. Him resigning is on the basis, by the way, and doesn't mean that we're abandoning the application of Part B as per the DA's application. We're still going to continue with that. But him resigning is because he will not want to blemish his name off the back of a process that is not constitutional and that is not representative of the people's will.
In another matter, the body says it received no apology or explanation from the EFF for leader Julius Malema's absence from Monday's sitting.
Commissioner Malema today hasn't informed the Chief Justice and therefore the JSC that he wasn't attending today, and whatever the reason is for him not attending. So, and I speak to you on the basis of what we normally do when we convene in a private meeting such as today. That's where you get a recorder of who's going to be present, who is absent. So there's a formal way of informing the Chief Justice and the JSC. That didn't happen. So we haven't, as matters stand today, the JSC did not receive any indication from Commissioner Malema that he will not be attending and what the reasons are for not attending.
The JSC has recommended judges Elizabeth Botman, Philip Coppen and Piet Koen to fill the 3 vacancies at the Supreme Court of Appeal. On Tuesday, the JSC will interview 6 candidates to fill vacancies in the Land Court, Labour and Labour Appeals Court, as well as the Eastern Cape Division of the High Court. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ziyanda Ngcobo in Sandton.